On the field, just to me, lots of pressure on Christian Gonzalez now, Greg. And, Jonathan Jones, we've talked about him maybe sliding around defensively, maybe some safety, maybe some slot. To me, I want Jonathan Jones on the outside if Jack Jones is not a part of this equation. I don't want anything to do with Jalen Mills. And maybe the silver lining is this could give an opportunity to Marcus Jones to possibly play some slot.
Yeah, I agree. Boy, you love yourself some Jalen Mills. But I agree. Like, I think, say Let's just go with the assumption that Jack Jones is not available either for the first couple games or what have you. This now, before that, if Jack Jones did not get into this, you could see the Patriots. They could, if they wanted to, bring Christian Gonzalez along slowly. They had the option of starting Jack Jones and Jonathan Jones on the boundary, and then putting somebody in the slot, whether that's Marcus Jones, who we're hopeful for, or Miles Bryant, everybody's favorite Miles Bryant. Or they could mix and match. They could put Jalen Mills back at boundary corner, but now without Jack Jones, I think there's no net for Christian Gonzalez now. I think he has to be out there. Yep. You have to go in with the mentality that he's going to be out there week one, for the gauntlet for, the Eagles, which present all sorts of issues between Jalen Mills running and passing and, A.J. Brown and, all Devontae Smith and, all that they have going on. Just a huge challenge. It puts a lot of pressure on Christian Gonzalez. And so we'll get a lot of answers about some of the questions that, we and the rest of the NFL has had about him pretty early, which is certainly interesting. And, I think it's exciting that, put the kid out there. But there's no question that this is a blow. If Jones is not available, it's a blow to this team, because I think when you looked at it, you had the makings of, between Christian Gonzalez, obviously talented, Jack Jones, obviously talented, and Jonathan Jones, obviously a good veteran player. Three pretty good cornerbacks with different size, speed combinations and what they could do. And you looked at it and you're like, all right, if these guys play to their level, they might have something at cornerback.
CLNS Media's Patriots coverage is brought to you by FanDuel. New customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's bonus bets back if your first bet doesn't win. Now it's not quite as good. I still think it's pretty good, but it's really thin. I mean, you're talking about at true boundary cornerback, the depth chart is Gonzalez, Jack Jones, and you can flip-flop those. And then it's a huge drop-off to Shaun Wade, who's freaking horrible, has been since he's been here, probably only here because they traded, spent some draft capital to get him from the Ravens. And then you have Quandre Mosley. Nobody really knows who that is. And Amir Speed and Isaiah Bolden, the two rookie late-round picks who are more special teamers than anything else, even though Amir Speed, I will say, man, the kid is long, 6'3". He's all that on the field and speed and, but can he play? We have no idea. But so the biggest blow is it leaves them really thin at boundary cornerback. Now, if everything goes according to plan, if you go out there with Christian Gonzalez and then Jonathan Jones and then Marcus Jones comes in, who both I think you and I have high hopes for as a slot cornerback, then, I think they still have the potential to be, pretty good. They're just, again, the big thing is they are thin. They are one injury away, and we all know the soft tissue injuries at that position. And, it's similar to wide receiver. We saw it last year, all the injury issues that they went through at cornerback. They would be extremely thin, and you really worry about that over the course of the 17-game season now.
Yeah, and Jack Jones, I talked about, his wiry frame. And that was one question about his on-field ability and how he would transition to the NFL. But what he does have is he's a decently sized guy as far as height and length. He's about 5'11", which look, he's not 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", but he is somebody, that brought them a little bit more length and height on the outside. And now you lose that part of it.
CLNS Media's Patriots coverage is brought to you by FanDuel. New customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's bonus bets back if your first bet doesn't win.